social media is starting to control the people. Hey y'all, it's Kiki. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I sat in front of this camera and said anything. And now I'm feeling like I don't even know where I am because it's been such a long time. But these past, I'm gonna say 2 months, I've been spending a lot of time off of social media and trying to be out in the real world because social media is really getting on my nerve. I mean, I've had every like social media app or whatever that you could think of: Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever you name it, Tumblr, whatever. But for some reason, around November, I just started feeling like I was consuming way too much information. I was having real bad headaches. It was too much going on. I felt like it was too much going on up here, and I needed to do everything I could to like regulate my mental. I told myself like I'm just done with social media for a while. It's only been, like I said, 2 months. It ain't been that long. So 2 months is what, like about 60 days. And so far, I don't think I want to go back. I deleted Instagram back in 2020, I believe. I was done with it because I was like, it's no point in me being here. Like, I don't post, I don't take pictures, I don't post pictures. I don't really care to be on this app. So I deleted it then, and that was that. But I still kept Twitter, and I still had a Facebook. I deleted my Facebook page back in 2022, but then I made a new one in August of 2023, which was pointless because I made it, I added all of the, people I wanted to be friends with, but then I deleted the app I deleted the app off of my phone. So it was like, what was the point of even making the page if you're not even gonna be on the page to begin with? I can't tell y'all why, but that's been that. Oh, and then right after I deleted the Facebook app off my phone, I deleted Twitter off my phone. It's just becoming too much. It's not even a matter of like, well, of course it's the people, right? Because some people on social media are just annoying as fuck. But it was a matter of like, I was consuming way too much information. It's like you click off one app and then you open another one, and then you close that one when that one gets boring, and you open another one. And it's too much. I'm consuming way too much at one time. And I was starting to feel it in my mental. I had a headache for like 3.5 weeks straight, every single day, waking up with a headache. Do you know how annoying that is? To wake up every day with a headache? What the fuck? I can't sit here and say that social media is just a huge problem, because nowadays you can block people, report, you can mute certain words, you can mute certain accounts. So you can kind of control what's popping up on your feed and what's not. But social media is starting to control the people. The people aren't controlling social media anymore. Social media is doing the controlling. And when that becomes a fucking issue, it's like, okay, we need to do some unplugging. We need to unplug, go outside, touch grass, watch a sunset, drink some water, do something, because this is becoming way too much. I don't think it's anything wrong because, like I said, I still have my TikTok account. What else do I have? All I have is TikTok, honestly. I've gotten back on Tumblr, but other than that, actual like interaction with people, I don't really have much of it unless it's on TikTok, and that's slim to none because for the most part they just like your comment. They don't really comment on it. For me personally, I don't know how it is for everybody else, but I feel like that was most of the problem. Instead of me deciding, okay, let me take care of what I need to take care of and then come back and get on and scroll through Twitter here and there, it was like out of pure boredom, because I have nothing else to do, I'm about to scroll on these different apps. It's so many other ways you can spend your free time if you're bored. It doesn't have to be on Twitter or Instagram or whatever the fuck. It could just be doing whatever you want to do. The first couple of days that I got off of social media was very boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was very boring because I was like, I have nothing to do. At first, like the first 2 days, I was like, oh my God, I have nothing to do, nothing to watch. But as time went on, I made sure I had something to do. That's where different hobbies and different interests come in, because it's like, You don't have Twitter no more. Like literally I deleted all the apps on my phone besides TikTok. And even with TikTok, I would only give myself like an hour. I would watch during my 15-minute break at work, and I would watch during my lunch break at work. And then when I came home, I would watch maybe like 30 minutes. I would scroll maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, but after that, it was like I had to get up and find something to do. So that's when like I started realizing all of the things that I was interested in as a kid started coming back up. And so that's what I spend most of my time doing. So I'm writing, I'm drawing, I'm binge watching my favorite cartoons and TV shows that I ain't seen in years. I'm reading hella books that I'm getting from the library and Barnes and Noble. I'm organizing like crazy. I'm reorganizing my room. I'm just doing stuff that like I've been wanting to do, but I've been putting it off because I've been trying to tell myself that I have no time to do it. But in reality, most of my time was going to social media and not to the fucking real world. If you have an iPhone, normally your iPhone kind of tells you how much time. I don't know, Androids might do it too. I have an Android, by the way, but that's another story for another day. But if you have an iPhone, it tells you like how many hours you've been on your phone and what apps have been taking up most of your time. There is no reason why you should have like 6+ hours on one app. Let's just say you get into bed at 8 and you think, okay, I'm finna scroll and just watch a few TikToks. And then before you know it, it's already midnight. That's 4 hours right there that done went by. You done spent a whole 4 hours just sinking into the bed, scrolling, through TikTok. That's just too much. It's way too much. Social media can influence you. And people like to say that it doesn't, but let's just keep it a buck. Social media can influence you. What I had to figure out is like once I unplugged, I just wanted to be sure that I was extremely intentional with every single day as the days is going by. I didn't want to just be feeling like I was on autopilot because for a long time that's how I was feeling. And what I started to figure out was my morning routine was shitty. My night routine was shitty. My eating habits weren't as bad, but something in my body was just craving more whole foods and less fast food. So I couldn't even if all I had the time to do, or out of pure convenience, all I could do was go get fast food. I didn't want the fast food because my body didn't want it. Like I wasn't craving it. I wanted fucking salads and shit like that. I don't know. But long story short, I noticed that a lot of my daily habits and routines were starting to change as I spent more time in the real world. One of the biggest things I think I learned was the importance of slowing down and taking my time throughout my day. And if I didn't have enough time to take my time, then I needed to make sure that I set my schedule up to where I can move slower in the mornings, move slower when I'm on my way to work, and so on and so forth. Like if I have to be at work at 11:30, instead of me waking up at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then getting up and having a rush to get dressed, trying to get breakfast, shower, shower, brush your teeth, wash your face, whatever, and then head out the door to be on time for work. I can wake up about an hour or two earlier to make sure I have enough time for myself and I'm also on time for work. So I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe 8:30, no later than 8:30 in the mornings when it comes to going to work. That way I can, for one, not have to just hop up out of the bed as soon as my alarm comes off. I can like ease my way out of my sleep, do whatever, stretching, yawning, whatever, Sometimes I journal in the morning, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just sit up and just stare at the ceiling until I'm in the mood to finally get up and, start moving around. And then I have more time to shower and then get my breakfast, and by the time I'm out the door, I make it to work and I'm like 15, 20 minutes early because I've, set my routine different. Everything just kind of just started to fall into place. So I'm at it's been 2 months. Today is New Year's Eve, by the way. So it's probably 2024 when y'all seeing this. So happy 2024. But this is my second month without like a lot of social media, and my mind is not as clouded as it used to be. As a person who struggled with a lot of anxiety and did a lot of overthinking, I do so much less of that now. I had this realization a few days ago But I remember I was just sitting, I was at home. I think I had like played a video game or something like that, but then that got boring. I probably like got done drawing or something like that, doing something, maybe putting a puzzle together. And then I was like, bro, there's not a thought behind my eyes. Like, I don't have a thought back here. And at first it felt weird because I'm like, well, does it mean something? Like, am I not here right now? Like, why am I not thinking about nothing? But then I realized my mind is finally empty and I have nothing to think about. Listen, when you go from having hella anxiety and always like being hyper vigilant, I learned that word a few days ago, to just existing, it feels weird, but the peace is so peaceful that it's like, okay, I don't even think I want to go back here. You know, so it's almost like you want to consume less of what you were consuming, or you want to do less of what you were doing before, because this new feeling that you got is just so great, you don't want to get rid of it, so you want to protect it at all costs. The less time I spent on social media and the more that I started trying to live intentionally, the more I noticed a bunch of like physical changes. I just spoke about my mental changes and then also like spiritual changes. As far as my physical goals, I mean, my body has been craving less junk food, which I'm grateful for. I can't even like, I can do chips, but I can't like hot chips. I used to could go in on some hot chips, but now I can't even eat hot chips no more. I can't do hot fries or none of that. And honestly, the two like fast food places I've been able to like stomach is like Wingstop or Popeyes. But even Popeyes is too much. Like, I can only do Popeyes maybe like once a month. I can't do it as often as I used to. Spiritually, when you live life, if you're a spiritual person, you believe in God, universe, whoever. If you're a spiritual person, sometimes like you move through life wondering, okay, am I making the right decisions? Am I making the wrong decisions? Am I around the right people? Am I not? And things like that. So it's a constant worry there too. But now it's like, I don't really care. Like, I can't, it's not necessarily that I don't care. It's more so like, I don't care enough to sit here and dwell or like pace back and forth about a decision I made, you know, because at the end of the day, a decision is a decision, and whatever happens afterwards just happens. It's not gonna kill me. So I guess as far as my spiritual life went, I guess it strengthened a bit, and the worry was a bit, it was less worry and more just living. Of course, I'm not making no dumbass decisions, no irrational decisions, but I'm also not, like, if it's something that I genuinely want to do, I'm not sitting on it for 30 days until I decide to do it. I'm just going to do it. And then whatever happens, happens, you know? I guess that's how I'm feeling about it. As an adult, this shit is ghetto. I'm not gonna lie. Adulting is so like, it's always some shit. But the best part about adulting is I get to make my own fucking decisions, because it's my life and can't nobody tell me what the fuck to do and what not to do. I feel like sometimes when it comes to like social media, you see people like hanging out and doing different things, and sometimes you get a FOMO, or sometimes you feel like this should be you, or you need to do more, or you're not doing enough. But in reality, bruh, when you snap out of it and you realize I'm free to do what I want to do when I want to do it as often as I want to, you don't give a fuck about what nobody else is doing. I don't care about FOMO. I don't care about feeling like I'm moving too slow, or I'm moving too fast. Like, I don't really care about that. It's a matter of whatever I'm feeling in that moment, as long as it's not bringing harm to myself or anybody around me, I'm doing it. I don't care. And if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. It's that fucking simple. When you go from taking a break from social media and then you go back into social media, you realize how many dumbasses are on the internet. Like, the internet is just full of idiots who think they're smart as shit. They have social media degrees. But some people don't like social media due to just, you know, the trolls and shit like that. And it's like, that's just what they are. Like, that's just who they just trolls. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. You can't break your neck to make somebody stop trolling you or make somebody stop being an asshole. They're just assholes. You can't do nothing about that. A lot of the times people just want to argue. There's no like, there's no problem solving going on. Ain't no solution going on. It's just people want to go back and forth. They want to give their 2 cents, which everybody, you know, you got the right to give your 2 cents, but you're not obligated to go back and forth with somebody. You don't have to. Like, you literally don't have to do that. And some people do. It's like if the block button is there. I'm sorry, yeah, I gotta hang now. Hold on. Maybe I got this hang now and I'm finna get it. Because it's not finna bother me for the rest of the day. Spending less time on my phone and more time in the real world just opened me up to like doing a bunch of things that I've never done for the first time. I went to a bunch of dance classes for the first time, art classes. I went to try food that I've never tried before. I think I tried pho for the first time a few weeks ago. Good as hell. Good as hell. I realized that how much I love to just go to a library, don't matter what library it is, or a bookstore. Go to a fucking bookstore and just walk around. Like, I ain't even gotta buy nothing, or I ain't even gotta read nothing, or I might, but I just love just like the atmosphere and just the vibe you get from it. Just how much outside is super peaceful and super enjoyable. And when I say outside, I literally mean like sitting outside in the grass or like watching the sun, not like clubbing. But clubbing is good too, but that's not what I did in these past 2 months. I just spent a lot of time by myself and a lot of time trying to figure out where I am right now in this moment. I don't think I'm gonna go back to being on social media no time soon, if I'm completely honest, because these past 2 months have been extremely they have been extremely peaceful, and that's only 2 months. Imagine the people who go years without social media. Like, what the fuck? Do they even live on the same planet as us? Like, I'm sure they almost don't have a care in the fucking world. And I aspire to get to that point some point in my life. So I'm definitely not getting back on Twitter. Twitter is full of a bunch of bozos. They're losers. And TikTok is the only place I be. And even then, sometimes TikTok becomes too much, and I'd be like, okay, I just don't even want to be on here for the rest of the week. TikTok is pissing me off. I want to get on TikTok to laugh. I want to go to laugh, maybe watch the girls cook some food, and watch the girls do makeup and do hair. I don't care about your relationship advice. It be too much sometimes on TikTok. They bring that Twitter shit to TikTok, and it's like, okay, I gotta log off because y'all doing too much. It's becoming too full of people with social media degrees. Every single social media platform is full of people with social media degrees. You have no expertise, no fucking certification, just a fucking opinion. Like, shut up. That was definitely a break that was needed. I took the break because I needed it, but I didn't rush myself back into it because I felt like I needed to. Like, I literally just took my time and eased my way back into, you know, wanting to shoot this video and wanting to make content. With that being said, shout out to living in life and just existing, I guess you could say, whatever. If anybody has taken like some type of social media cleanse, or if y'all ain't ever been on social media, or if it's been years, please let me know how life has been thus far, because so far for me, 10 out of 10 will recommend. 10 out of 10 will definitely recommend this to just about anybody. That's it for this video, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Until next time, bye.